Happy holidays and welcome to North Point Woods. I'm Chef Greg and I'm going to do a little demonstration here of the New Year's Eve menu that we're going to have in kind of a Christmas theme and a cocktail and the meal that we're going to have next Thursday night. I'm going to start out here. I have some beautiful New York strip loins, which are right here. I'm going to season them up with a little bit of steak seasoning. Just like that. Both sides, turn them over. And I have a nice, very hot pan here with a little bit of olive oil in it. I'm going to give these steaks a really nice char and sear, and it's going to deliver a very beautiful meal. So I'll start out just like this with the steak. Into the pan, you can probably hear it popping pretty good. And that'll be the first start of the meal we're going to have here today. From there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some parsnips that I had that were roasted earlier. I'm going to turn on my heat, put a little olive oil in my saute pan. I'm going to take a little bit of the ginger I have here. I'm going to brown it off a little. I'm going to take my parsnips here into the food processor, just like that, and I'm going to get them started. In that direction, just like that. Put a little salt and pepper in there for flavoring, just like that. My ginger is going just like that there. A little heavy cream into the pan. Kind of just like that. I have a little bit of whole butter here. I'm putting there just like this. That's going to help make everything come together. My cream's going to go all over the place if I'm not careful. So that'll be okay. It's part of the excitement of the cooking. So here my steaks are rolling along here, just like that. I want to get a really nice sear on them, so I'm going to turn the fire up just a little bit higher, like that. I'm going to take my heavy cream here that I have rolling into my parsnips to make the puree. Just like that. I have a rubber spatula here I'm going to take now. I'm going to push everything here down. Just like that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to let the parsnips go for a second. I'm going to pull my cream off over to here. Take this burner out here so I got some room to work. Just like that. So also here I want to stay in the Christmas, holiday kind of color. So I have some baby arugula here, which I'm going to take. I'm going to dress with a little bit of olive oil like that. A little bit of salt and pepper. Just like that. I'm going to make a little baby arugula salad here with a little lemon juice. It's going to have some roasted red peppers, some blue cheese crumbles, some walnuts that have been candied. That's going to be kind of the basis that go with the steak here. From that point on, I got my parsnips here nice and pureed. They got really nice texture to them. They're nice and creamy, just like that. I'm going to give my steaks a good turn here, get them turned over. As you can see, I have some beautiful color and caramelization on the steaks, which I think is the most important part to get everything sealed into them so they're nice and juicy and tender. So from there, I'm going to take my roasted red peppers, some blue cheese crumbles, like that, some of the walnuts. I'm going to give them a very nice toss here. Like that, get everything nice and mixed around. A good mixture of stuff. Nice combination of winter flavors with the walnut and the blue cheese. Nice color and festive for the holidays. So my steak's going to continue to go here. So as I'm doing this, I'm going to work on this cocktail now here while I'm waiting for the steaks to finish up cooking. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take some ice into the shaker. And we're going to call this cocktail that we're going to serve here on New Year's Eve, we're going to call it Celebration 21, since we're all looking forward to a Happy New Year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a generous portion of some vodka here. This is one of those cocktails that's going to make the new year perfect for you. A little bit of Grand Marnier. A little bit of amaretto. have Caroline's here, or you could use Bailey's, but we're gonna use Caroline's for the example we're doing today of the demo. A little bit of that like that. We're gonna put a little more ice in there and give her a good shake. Like that. So as you can see, the steaks are really starting to come together here very nicely. As soon as they're done, I'm going to let them rest for a minute or two while I'm getting the cocktails put together, get the plate put together. A little clumsy there, but it'll be okay. Maybe. So this seems to have a good shake to it. And this is going to make a very beautiful New Year's Eve cocktail. I'll take some ice here in our cups. Fill them all the way up. Just like that. Next, I'm going to take my shaker here and give it one more little shake. Have a nice little garnish of some cherries to go with the cocktail. Celebration 21. Just like that, and as we stand double-fisted. So, got some beautiful cocktails. I think my steaks here are pretty close to how I want them to be. I'm going to move them out of the pan. You can see the beautiful color I have on them. Should be full of flavor. What I'm going to do from there is I want to take a little bit of this bourbon, and I want to take my Christmas blend of the peppercorns. I make a little peppercorn sauce to go with the steak. I got a pretty hot pan here, so I'm going to not pour it from the bottom because I don't want to blow up the whole building. But I'm sure we'll get a pretty good flame here from the booze. Of course, not when I say it. That's when it doesn't happen. So from there, I'm going to take that. I'm going to add some of my peppercorns, the Christmas ones that I just showed you, into the sauce. Going to give it that nice little peppery flavor to it. I'm going to take some beef stock, which I have here that we made earlier today in the back. Just like that. I'm going to let it reduce. Very simple. Nothing too difficult. And then after it reduces, I'm going to tie some whole butter into it just to give it that nice velvety richness to the sauce. So for the plating part of this, I'm going to take my parsnips, which I have here. I'm just going to kind of put them in the center of the plate. I'm going to kind of work around it here. So we have some nice holiday colors to go with our holiday cooking demo today. We'll take the parsnips kind of like that. We will take our arugula salad. And we're going to just kind of work around it just a little bit here. So we'll take our plate, which is going to start kind of like that. So we got our nice holiday colors. Some green, some white, some red. Those walnuts that are candied that go perfect for this time of year. Just like that. Then I'm just going to take one of our steaks that we had made. I'm going to take it. Got some beautiful medium rare there going on. Few slices just like that. We'll just fan them out on top of there like that. Add our butter to our sauce. And we're just about ready for New Year's Eve. Butter can go in there. Just turn it around for a second. Help thicken up that sauce, make it nice and velvety. Just like that. Little of that over the dish. And voila, here we sit. New Year's Eve, North Point Woods. Great for our residents. Some great food, nice cocktail, and happy holidays to everybody. Chef Greg here in the house. Goodbye.